He's a great leader. He's a great person. He's, a great friend. He's very loyal. Um, he's just got a great way about communicating effectively with everybody around here. And everybody has a great affection for him, for the person he is. There's nobody that ever would say anything bad about BA. He's so endearing to everybody. And I think everyone wants to win for him.
Okay, so I don't think it's, just a out of nowhere media creation to say Tom Brady used a lot of descriptive words there that are not necessarily the descriptors you would associate with Bill Belichick. Endearing, such a great communicator, and the one that I think people are going to, grab onto, the one that we have on the screen, very loyal. And by the way, I love Arians. I think he's an awesome coach. I think the way he has filled out his staff, understanding his responsibility to try to give a lot of people opportunities and to try to almost single-handedly help some of the NFL's diversity issues in coaching is incredibly commendable, and people seem to love him. So none of this is shot at Bruce Arians. But I also think we can't be total prisoners of the moment and act like Bill Belichick's very calculated lack of loyalty to players isn't something that benefited Tom Brady immensely for 20 years. Belichick's cold and calculated approach helped Brady get to 9 Super Bowls, helped Brady win 6 of them. The first Super Bowl Tom Brady ever played in, he threw for 150 yards and his team scored 20 points. The last Super Bowl Tom Brady played in before this one, he threw for 250 yards, no touchdowns, a pick, and his team scored 13 points. And they won both of them. Those 2 directly because of Belichick's defense and the overall roster that Belichick put together. Now, Brady right now obviously has the bragging rights. They split up. He's thriving. Belichick's out of the playoffs. And I said on this show on Wednesday that all of a sudden it does seem like Belichick needs at least one more sustained playoff run, or else people are going to say, he's a great, great coach, maybe the greatest ever, but what'd he do without Tom? All that's fair. And I think all that is true. But what's also true is you don't win 6 Super Bowls and go to 9 without Belichick. That Belichick's ability to be emotionally detached from players was great for Tom. Now, nobody likes that when it applies to them, but that is a massive part of the Patriots' success. So I don't know that he's taking a direct shot at Belichick, and I don't blame him for, at this point in his career, wanting something different. But we're going to have the GOAT conversation over the next week, and assuming the Chiefs win, and I assume they will, we're going to really have it over the next 5, 10, 15 years. Mahomes and Brady. Deep down, what everyone acknowledges is, and we're going to talk more about this later in the show with Tony Romo's quote, there's not actually anything Tom Brady, from an eye test wise, is better at than Patrick Mahomes. The reason he's the GOAT and no one else is even in the discussion is because of the wins, because of the Super Bowl appearances, because of the conference championship appearances, because of the 6 rings. Belichick's lack of loyalty is a major, major factor that has led to Brady being Brady. So while maybe at the end he didn't love it, part of the reason Tom Brady is Tom Brady is because of that very trait that now you look back on not so fondly if you're Tom Brady, because you're the big teddy bear. You're with the cool uncle. What did he say himself? I want to be the cool uncle that shares a beer with you rather than the strict dad. That's great. I don't know if that works for a 20-plus year run of unprecedented success. Rick Bucher